Good morning and very warm welcome to all of you. I am happy to say that our chief guest, Secretary DFS, Ministry of Finance, Shri M. Nagaraju sir has joined us on virtual platform. I will now request our chairman, Shri M.V. Rao, MD and CEO of Central Bank of India, Shri Vivek Ramchandran, who has come all the way from London to address us, to please come on the dais. We'll start the function soon, sir. Once again, very good morning and warm welcome to all of you.
नमस्कार, मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन करती हूँ हमारे चीफ गेस्ट श्री एम नागराजू, सेक्रेटरी डीएफएस, चेयरमैन IBA, आवर की नोट स्पीकर और IBA के मैनेजिंग कमेटी मेंबर्स का, साथ ही में हमारे सम्मानित चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफिसर्स, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर्स, एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर्स, स्पेशल इन्वाइटीज़, नॉलेज पार्टनर्स, इवेंट पार्टनर्स और सभी सीनियर ऑफिशियल्स जो बैंक, RBI और मीडिया की तरफ से आए हैं, आप सभी का स्वागत है। लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन, मैं पूजा इंडियन बैंक्स एसोसिएशन से आपकी होस्ट के रूप में आप सभी का IBA के 20वीं वार्षिक बैंकिंग टेक्नोलॉजी कॉन्फ्रेंस एक्सपो और साइटेशन में स्वागत करती हूँ। द थीम ऑफ दिस ईयर्स कॉन्फ्रेंस इज फ्यूचर रेडी बैंकिंग फॉर विकसित भारत। We would like to thank you, Secretary Sir, for accepting our request to join the inaugural session. अब भारतीय परंपरा के अनुसार इस कॉन्फ्रेंस का शुभारंभ दीप प्रज्वलन के साथ करेंगे। इसके लिए मैं अनुरोध करती हूँ हमारे डिग्निटरीज जो कि मंच पे है, कृपया दीप प्रज्वलित कर इस कार्यक्रम का उद्घाटन करें। I would also like to request the following dignitaries to join them for lighting the lamp. Shri Rajneesh Karnatak, MD and CEO, Bank of India. Shri Ashok Chandra, MD and CEO, Punjab National Bank.
Actually, my shoes are with laces.
Thank you, dignitaries. I will now request Shri Kukreja, Advisor IBA, to welcome Shri M. Nagaraju, Secretary DFS, with a bouquet of flowers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin with, may I now request Shri M.V. Rao, Chairman IBA, to deliver the welcome address and share his insight about the conference. Sir.
Shri M. Nagaraju, Secretary, Department of Financial Services, Government of India. Shri Vivek Ramchandran, Global Head, HSBC Global Trade Solutions, Sri Gopal Murali Bharat, IBA, officiating Chief Executive, and members of banking industry and participants of this conference. It is indeed my pleasure to be with you all today for this annual Banking Technology Conference and Citations 2024. We have been organizing this event over the last 20 years, and the encouraging responses received from the members gives us the motivation to improve this event every year. Since the use of technology is transforming each and every sector, a conference on technology evinces considerable interest among the stakeholders. Today, we have 5 highly enriching panel topics. One is on AI. In the rapidly transforming banking landscape, Gen AI, that is generative AI, is emerging as a catalyst for unprecedented innovation, capturing the imagination of visionary leaders. This groundbreaking technology is not just enhancing traditional banking operations, it is reshaping the entire industry. Second panel is on FinTech and DPI. The integration of FinTech and digital public infrastructure, that is DPI, is transforming how banks scale, monetize, and drive financial inclusion. The FinTech innovations bring agility and customer-centric solutions, enabling banks to transcend traditional boundaries, while DPI provides a secure, interoperable infrastructure that lowers costs and extends reach to undeserved markets. Third topic is on driving productivity and operational resilience through a tech-enabled bank. In today's dynamic banking environment, the pursuit of operational resilience and productivity is at the forefront of every institution's agenda. As customer expectations continue to rise, banks must balance seamless service delivery with the need for resilient technology-driven infrastructures. Fourth panel is on strengthening non-financial risk management, that is cybersecurity, frauds, and mules. In today's interconnected financial landscape, robust risk management practices are more critical than ever. As cyber threats, fraud schemes, and mule account activities evolve rapidly, financial institutions face unprecedented challenges to their operational resilience and integrity. The CEO panel deliberate on building a future-ready bank for Viksit Bharat. As India marches towards its aspiration of Viksit Bharat, the banking sector stands at the forefront of this transformation, with an unparalleled opportunity to shape the nation's economic destiny. The concept of Viksit Bharat envisions a nation where every citizen has access to modern, efficient, and secure banking services. Achieving this vision demands a forward-looking approach, ensuring that banks are equipped not only to tackle today's challenges, but also to anticipate and prepare for future uncertainties. I thank Secretary DFS for considering our request to deliver the Chief Guest address. Sir, your presence and address on this occasion will truly add to the dignity of the technology conference and act as a big motivator to the banking industry. I am sure today's technology conference will share experts' view on various aspects of digital transformation, and each one of us have to think and act as per evolving situation, as per the needs of the customer to remain relevant in the industry. I wish you all a fruitful conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome and the insightful address. Ladies and gentlemen, हम अपने चीफ गेस्ट श्री एम नागाराजू सेक्रेटरी डीएफएस का दिल से धन्यवाद करते हैं. Shri M. Nagaraju needs no formal introduction, but it is my privilege to share a brief overview of his remarkable achievements. Shri M. Nagaraju is an IAS officer with a postgraduate degree from the University of Hyderabad. He has held key positions across various domains, including public order, finance, healthcare, tribal development, and state administration. His experience spans state, national, and international roles. Shri Nagaraju has worked in the Ministry of Finance, focusing on economic affairs and international relations, and was also an advisor to the Executive Director at the World Bank. He later joined the Ministry of Coal, serving as Joint Secretary and subsequently as Additional Secretary. His remarkable contribution led to his appointment as the Secretary of the Department of Financial Services in August 2024. Before inviting our chief guest to address us, I would like to dedicate 2 lines that truly reflects his journey. कि मुश्किल इस दुनिया में कुछ भी नहीं, फिर भी लोग अपने इरादे तोड़ देते हैं. कि मुश्किल इस दुनिया में कुछ भी नहीं, फिर भी लोग अपने इरादे तोड़ देते हैं. अगर सच्चे दिल से हो मेहनत तो तारे भी अपनी जगह छोड़ देते हैं. लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, एक बार जोरदार तालियों के साथ लेट्स वेलकम अवर चीफ गेस्ट श्री एम नागराजू सर.
Thank you for this generous introduction. Mr. Inaugural, Chairman IBA, Mr. Bharat, and CEOs of the banks and other senior officers from the financial sector. And to all of you, it's a very good morning to you. I'm very sorry I could not be physically present because of the budget matters. But I would actually love to come physically and listen to most of you and also learn from the keynote speakers on this annual conference. I'm very glad that IBA has been conducting for the several years the conference. I'm sure the entire industry has benefited from the deliberations and also the innovations that are brought to the attention of all the participants. And I'm sure this year conference also, I have seen the keynote speakers. They are very highly respected in the industry, and we all learn and move forward in strengthening the financial sector in the country. Now, we all of us know that the financial landscape is changing, dramatic transformation in the last few years, both globally as well as in India. Chiefly driven by technological innovations, changing consumer preferences, and also emergence of alternative business models. However, in the last few years, the Indian banks have actually leapfrogged tremendously, adopting technology, both in terms of managing the risk and preventing the cyber threats, and also providing the world-class services to the customers. Now, India's presently what we are doing is, I think we are trying to address last mile connectivity to bring between 250 to 300 million people who are outside the formal financial system into the formal system. Now, in the last 10 years, India has built amazing public digital infrastructure, which includes JAM, Trinity, UPI, ONDC, account aggregator framework, and also the RBI is innovating with central bank digital currency and open credit enablement network. All these initiatives continue to drive the digital march and has accelerated the pace of banking adoption among the unbanked population in the country. The banking sector now stands on a very steady ground with strong financials. I think all of you are aware. Last 2 quarters we had amazing results. This quarter also, so far 4 banks, public sector banks, had shown very good financial strength, and with sound asset quality, adequate capital cushion, and therefore is well poised to support the demands of a growing economy. Now, let me also talk about the broad elements of Viksit Bharat 2047 in the financial sector. Now, as you are all aware, Honorable Prime Minister had this vision to transform India into a developed nation by 2047 at the 100 years of India's independence. This vision encompasses developments across the universe of Indian economy so that they rise from the current state to drive the agenda set by the Honorable Prime Minister's vision. The chief aspirations of Viksit Bharat 2047 is in number terms are ambitious. One is to take India's GDP to be USD 30 trillion from the current USD 3.7 trillion. Per capita income to almost about $20,000 from the current $2,500. Insurance assets as a share of GDP to be up to 40% from current 19%. The aspirations require systematic changes, institutional reforms, regulatory overhauling, and most importantly, taking innovative steps by the institutions themselves. We need multiple globally competitive large banks who can have presence across the globe, thereby facilitating access to global funds, best talent, and the technical expertise. Currently, as we all know, only two Indian banks, SBI and HDFC, are in the top 100 global banks by total assets, in comparison to banks from China and the US, which dominate the top 10 global banks list. The current banking conglomerates need to expand horizon, extend operations into global financial hubs, identify and acquire mid-sized global banks, strive to raise ESG-linked funds and foreign debt markets to fund domestic credit expansion. Indian MSMEs, despite the best efforts of all stakeholders, as well as multiple institutional reforms undertaken in the last few years, there still exists a credit gap for MSMEs. As announced in the budget, steps are being taken to finalize a new risk assessment model based on alternative data sources and digital footprints for assessing credit worthiness of MSMEs. And launch of two new credit guarantee schemes for stressed MSMEs and manufacturing MSMEs are also in the pipeline to make MSME lending ecosystem more inclusive in nature. Further, leveraging of DPIs and ULI will expedite assessment and disbursement of formal credit to MSMEs. Some other important steps in managing finances and making informed decisions by MSME also require handholding and supporting them by way of setting up comprehensive support ecosystem encompassing mentorship, financial literacy programs, and advisory services to empower them. Another aspect that we need to address is the needs of Garib, Mahila, Yuva, and Anadata. The priorities described by Honorable Finance Minister in her budget speech. Only 85% of farmers in India are small and marginal, and less than 40% of these have access to institutional credit channels. Banks are required to establish more skill development centers to handhold and provide technical training, setting up more SHGs across the country, and imparting financial education and providing initial credit. Insurance and pension coverage needs to substantially grow to provide a safety net to all citizens. The government over the last few years has taken a number of measures, including increasing FDI limits for insurance companies with adequate safeguards, allowing 100% FDI insurance intermediaries, with only 28% of lives between ages 21 to 59 being covered with life insurance, 38% of lives having health cover, and 27% of crop area cover. Government has prioritized its attention on the overarching theme of insurance for all. The pension segments also require a deeper push. 90% of assets are concentrated among only 3 pension fund managers, SBI, LIC, and UTI, and therefore the pension industry needs more participation from other fund managers to expand the coverage in the country. The vision of Viksit Bharat needs active participation from all the entities. Being the frontline warriors, the honors and expectations are very high from the financial institutions. The pace of technological progress is rapid, presenting both challenges as well as opportunities for the banking sector. Banks need to continuously evaluate how to stay aligned with the latest advancements through the adoption of modern practices, core modernization, ensure compliance with the data protection regulations, and maintaining robust risk measures. The government, in close coordination with the different regulators, is bringing the required reforms for the financial sector. Multiple advisories by the Department of Financial Services have also been issued in the past few months pertaining to protection of customers from menace of null accounts, assistance in submission of life certificate by old age pensioners, efficient processing of inward remittances, etc. RBI also launched an AI tool, Mule Hunter, for identification of money mule, and advised banks and financial institutions for its uses. NPCA is also providing a fraud monitoring solution to all the banks to enable them to generate alerts and decline transactions for fraud mitigation by using artificial intelligence and machine learning based models. We also feel that there is a need to have another aggregator which will protect the financial institutions from the frauds. All these steps taken and advisory issued by the government are meant to enhance the existing processes and to offer best-in-class customer services in India. As the banking sector progresses, the risk of touching the financial sector is higher than ever. In the face of rising risk, operational resilience framework has become extremely critical. It's all about the ability of banks to restore their services in the face of unforeseen threats, which can completely block out banking operations. Financial institutions need to remain vigilant, upskill their teams, and adapt to changing times to maintain customer trust and institutional stability. I'm extremely glad to see the topics chosen for panel discussions among the experts on the subject with the diverse and rich backgrounds. I'm sure that several important outcomes will emerge from the deliberations during the day by various panels, and they will be suitably taken up for further actions by all the stakeholders, including the government. Once again, I thank the IBA and the chairman and the entire team for inviting me, and also thank you for giving me a very patient hearing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful and informative address. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now request Shri Gopal Murli Bhagat, officiating Chief Executive IBA, to propose the vote of thanks.
Sir, on behalf of Indian Banks Association, our managing committee, and entire banking industry, I thank you profusely, sir. And I assure you, sir, the guidance you have shown us in your addressal, we will be taking it forth, sir, and the entire industry will be working in that direction. Sir, once again, thank you very much for sparing time and addressing the gathering. Thank you very much, sir.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.